Hey guys, Swampfox here. Okay, we just showed up to Darkhaven. Let's see what the Lord Chamberlain has in store for us. The Stoneborn. The Stone Legion is not even here yet. This is an outrage. If we do not do something quick, the rebels will overrun this filthy hamlet. Well, they seem nice. Here, take this anima and go activate a few of the Stoneborn along the periphery of Darkhaven. Take whatever is left over to the quartermaster and tell her to do her job. I will try to commune with the master and see if he can send reinforcements.
Stoneborn are fanatically loyal defenders, typically. The rebels have been swayed by pretty rhetoric and lies.
To the skies. For the glory of Revendreth. And so my watch continues.
I like the animation.
And so my watch continues.
Doug the Nubbly?
How much for your teeth?
For the glory of Revendreth. For the glory of Revendreth.
Symposium.
No more excuses. The Master will have his tithe of anima, or I will see to it that everyone in this miserable hamlet are exiled to the Ember Wall.
I would wager you are hiding many.
Our village is
nasty
beset by
secrets.
rebels on one side, and Sire Denathrith's loyal tyrants on the other, and an anima drought is ripping our reality apart. And then you walk out of the maw and into my hall. Are you here good tidings or doom? This is all that remains of our tithe. The tithe lord is not one for excuses. We may need to gather a second tithe quickly, or he will condemn us all to the Ember Ward.
You must see me, Taylor. They
A
can
plea
make
to the
something
harvesters.
fit
You come during
just
strange times. Every day the tithes we must pay to the tithe lord increase, and our ability to get anima dwindles. What souls we have to work with here are near their final judgment, and we lack the resources to harvest them without endangering the hamlet. If you have the ear of the Lord Chamberlain, then you might be able to pass a message to the Master himself. Here, take this letter. Please see it. Makes his hands to the Chamberlain.
for the must.
May I help you?
A plea to the harvesters. Oh, the peasants have asked for help? Have they? Those who are loyal would know those sacrifices are essential to the survival of Revendreth. Yes, these are dark times, with anima and new souls both being in short supply. But we must all do our part, no matter how painful.
Trust in the Master's plan.
Well, the Master seems like a dick.
You walk.
The Master awaits. Mawwalker, I am General Call. Those Stoneborn who remember their oaths to the Master are under my command. The path between here and Sire Denathrith is no longer secured by my forces. I am pulling my troops from this ward to support the Master's will elsewhere. Sire Denathrith has dispatched me to bring you directly to him. Niskia can carry you.
The rebellion is already dead. Some have
Look at
not
that chunky frog.
realized that yet.
Call. Stop holding back. Let my forces crush Draven and his traitors.
Draven is not our threat. Their prince has fallen, and their rebellion is in shambles. Only the Accuser remains to issue orders.
The Accuser? She still holds a Harvester's medallion. How are we going to defeat her?
Now you know why we need this Mole Walker alive.
Well, they don't seem terribly nice.
Sire Denathrius
Wait,
looks
please, Mawalker,
forward
allow me to announce you
me
to the Master.
introducing you.
My children, I know the suffering you have endured. I fear further sacrifices must be made if Revendreth is to survive this crisis.
Begging my master's pardon, I humbly present the Mole Walker.
Ah, the mortal who escaped the inescapable prison. A living soul restoring hope to the realms eternal. Maw Walker, I am aware of your urgent request for anima. Under normal circumstances, I would of course oblige. Sadly, you arrive in the midst of a violent rebellion. Our resources are stretched perilously thin. This drought has left my people desperate, starving, and some even defiant. But if you were to aid our cause, then I could gratefully provide the aid you seek.
He doesn't seem the type to hold up the end of his bargain. Oh my god, the fact that his sword is floating, I want that. The Authority of Revendreth, Helmshammer, a proud dwarf paladin. You're damn right. I know your name and your deeds. I can taste your regrets and your shame. More importantly, I know what you might become. You can be the beacon for the Shadowlands to rally behind. The symbol my people need to set aside these petty squabbles and help fix the problems that afflict all reality. Before you stands the Court of Harvesters, my most loyal and trusted Venthyr. Where once there were 7, only 4 remain. Introduce yourselves to them, for they go, my power follows.
What is it you require?
You stand before the
peasant?
Tithe Lord, Harvester of Envy, High Servant of the Master and Keeper of the Downtrodden. I hear you helped squash some of the rebels that were invading my ward. I will have you know I chose not to intervene, as it was more important for those under my dominion to learn to fend for themselves and prove where their loyalties lie. We do not need you here. We are fine on our own. Okay.
You only need
Ah, dwarf. And what an interesting scent your soul has. Very distinct. I am known as the Fear Stalker, Harvester of Dread. In my forest, I am the predator, and the souls are my prey. You should come visit sometimes. I am sure it would be very enlightening.
Watch your back.
One does not resist.
So you are the one who slew the Stoneborn outside Darkhaven. I am sure you did what you thought was right. Most people do. I am known as the Stonewright. By my hammer and chisel, we crafted the first Stoneborn, and I see each as my child. They are all brothers and sisters in arms, and now they wage war on each other in this short-sighted rebellion. The Master believes you can bring an end to this conflict. Of that I have no doubt. I only hope it's the right end.
Beware niceties in this realm. What secrets
So you have been to the
you
Maw.
spill?
Fascinating. I must have you to one of my parties so you may share your stories of the place. You may have encountered some of my former acquaintances there. Oh, I am the Countess, Harvester of Desire. I command the castle ward and her many districts. I spare Sire Denathrius of the burden of having to deal with the nobles. Good luck with the Master's tasks. I am hosting a number of wagers amongst the nobles for how long you might last. Try not to die too soon. Your arrival is the most interesting thing to happen since Prince Renathal's rebellion.
Until we meet again.
Step forward, Moorwalker, and I shall bestow upon you a taste of the power that Revendreth can offer.
Nice.
Now,
Now, Mawalker, arise as a weapon of the ordained power within my dominion.
New arrival is my guest, and should be accorded all rights and privileges. Lord Chamberlain, I hereby charge you with bringing an end to this failed rebellion. For this task, I lend you Prince Renathal's medallion, as well as the might of our dear friend, the Moorwalker. Bring the accuser to me, and her medallion shall be yours. The prince's is already promised to another faithful ally.
Your generosity is as vast as your wisdom, Master. Your will be done.
I don't know, he's giving me, like, not so friendly, gonna betray me vibes.